welcome back to the GSTL. Yoda is on a roll. He's about to pull a genius. He's only one win away.
Yeah, and you know, actually, there's an interesting piece of information that I was not aware of. We just got a tweet. Ratanka tweeted at me, and he said that one of the reasons why Genius is not at the studio is that the WCS Euro Qualifier 3 is currently on, and Mainz, Sand, Inca, and Genius are all playing in the qualifier. We were talking a little bit earlier about how there are not too many Protoss players on the bench, and that especially Genius, who did so well yesterday, is missing, and that seems to be the reason. So the coach cannot really throw out another race here. He could rely on another Terran, but in terms of Protoss, his lineup is pretty thin today.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And so Genius being gone here, a big problem. Well, not a massive problem, well, but it's a hole, you know?
Yeah, it's not usually the player that you say, like, okay, without them they cannot win. But after yesterday's performance, I feel it looks a little bit different.
That's totally true.
2 Zergs. We will see 2 more Zerg players. I don't think there's a doubt about the last player, but Sleep is up next against Yoda, and Yoda has proven himself to be quite the player against Zerg.
Yeah, Whirlwind is the map, so another big map like Star Station. A little bit different than Star Station, which is the map we played Terran versus Terran on, and very much different than Belshire, because on Belshire you have a lot of choke points, and that's what Yoda really used to demolish Violet there.
You know, I don't think that Yoda will be able to take down Symbol. I don't think that really happens, but I can see him take the game against Sleep and bring it up to a fall.
This is a much better map for Zerg versus Terran against Yoda's style, but like you said, I think Yoda can take Sleep out for sure. Sleep is not on the same caliber as Symbol, and definitely not Violet. Violet having a bit of an off game on Belshire. So you can see some stats here, of course, for the two teams on these particular maps in the GSTL only. And wow, AZUBU 7-0 on Star Station. That's kind of insane.
By the way, guys, a bit of information just about the players here, a bit of background information. I talked to him a bit during the break, and he actually says that he's currently going to the gym quite regularly. He apparently has a personal trainer, is on a new diet, and is trying to lose his weight. So far, he has been going for 2 weeks. He says that it's pretty hard. Talked to him a bit about it and told him that he should just continue doing that's going to be easier. But definitely make sure that you send him a tweet at Twitter if you want to support him there. I think he needs a little bit of motivation. But that's definitely something that I find is pretty cool. We joked a little bit with Hyun because Hyun is not doing anything right now. But MC definitely very adamant about losing his weight and trying to get into a bit of better shape, being more healthy.
Yeah, just you know, reach out to him. I'm sure he'd love to hear it. Probably even reply to some people. Well, Whirlwind being the map here, and Yoda has already demolished 2 Zergs, especially Violet, made it look easy, won the TBT with flying colors, and he's got this massive momentum going for him here. And if Sleep can't do it, maybe Symbol can, but then it's so easy for LGIM to pick off Symbol, the last player. Even ST agrees with me, as you can see there.
Is it me or is this song weird?
It's not what you expect. This song has a little bit too much soul for me.
Kira had a great day so far, and well, the AZUBU coach didn't, as you can see there. Here comes game number 4, guys. It could be the fall. Can Sleep stop Yoda?
So we're gonna find out. Yoda does not look phased. He's very much ready for Sleep.
Yoda looked scary against Violet. I mean, let's be quite honest here. When Violet played against Yoda, he looked like a 4th grader beating the hell out of a 2nd grader. Yeah. Stealing his lunch money.
By the way, Sleep just trash talked in the lobby. He's like, "You got 3 kills, so I think it's about time for you to get out." And he said, "So you gotta stop, right?" Yoda did not respond.
Guys, the game is on. Whirlwind is game number 4 here. The GSTL AZUBU is up against LGIM, and we have Sleep versus Yoda. Who can take this game at the GSTL playoffs? I love it. Starting to the top left of the map, we have the Terran player for Team LGIM. He looks unstoppable today. It is
LGIM Yoda.
Really good performance today by Yoda. Already 3 wins so far. This is his first match that he's playing. He was the starting player for his team. Starting to the bottom right, we have his opponent cross-positioned on Whirlwind in blue for Team AZUBU.
AZUBU Sleep.
Can the 3rd Zerg player achieve what the 3 players before him did not?
Yep, that's the question here. And just the cancel there on the gas. And at this moment in time, the question becomes, what build will we see from Yoda? Will he go for a CC first again on the high ground? You want a piece of meow, boy?
That is so cool. That's a marine cat. That's a marine cat right there.
Yeah, marine cat.
By the way, the best thing in the entire world are lol cats.
Yes.
That is, lol cats are always awesome. Every single time when I'm like massively bored, I just go on Google and you go for the lol cats, and there are so many good ones.
You know, I recently found out about this app, Flipboard. Actually, you were one of the people who reminded me of it. You know, it's something I could try. It's not for everybody for sure, but I looked into it, and there's a bunch of like little Flipboard sections that are made for cat pictures. And sometimes when I'm bored on the subway, I just look at all these cat pictures. I follow a lot of cat photographers in Japan on Instagram as well. And here comes that drone. Sees the CC first.
Sees the CC first, and he could actually react with either very early second hatch, or let's see what he has up his sleeves here.
Yeah, so we'll find out very soon. We have the barracks, of course, going down here. And will he go double barracks? Very unlikely. Probably just going to add the gases. And just one gas now. And we see the drone going down to take that third.
Do you know that lolcat picture with a cat on the table screaming at the one girl? And you're like, "You're not my real mom."
Yeah.
That is like the best one. Every single time I see that, it doesn't matter how often I saw it, I have to laugh. It is so awesome. Or the pancake cats?
Yeah.
I guess they're mine now. Oh, lolcats are awesome. We need more for StarCraft, I feel.
Yeah. Double hatch before pool here.
Yeah.
Great
like
response.
we said, it's one of the things that you can do when you see that there's a command center first on the high ground.
And you know, the SCV scout here is very late. So yes, he will see this, but he's not going to know until very late that that's what's going on. In fact, if he doesn't go into the main base, he won't know at all. But there he goes. Goes in. Sees no queen on the edge.
And he sees, of course, the pool timing. He's like, whoa, okay, you actually went for a very late pool, so there has to be another hatch somewhere in the map.
Yeah. Looks like he's going to keep the bunker alive. He doesn't have to. He could cancel it to try to get a faster third. But instead, starts the factory, keeps the bunker. Pool is done. You see queen production start here very soon for sleep. We'll even be able to start a third queen at his third hatchery instantly as soon as he finishes up. Really, you know, the double hatch before pool timing lines up quite nicely, and we have an assassination squad going out to try to find that overlord.
They might be able to pull it off. I actually think they will. They will see that.
Yeah, it just depends on how late the overlord is, because he could just get over that pillar.
This is, I mean, guys, this is not randomly sending Marines across the map. This is studying opponents and knowing exactly when that overlord is going to appear here. He might get unlucky here. I actually think he's not going to kill the overlord.
Yeah,
that was really, really lucky for sleep. You could argue that Yoda was a little bit too eager to take down the overlord, so that he moved in a little bit too fast. But that timing, that position, that was not a coincidence.
Yeah. You can also note from this that the overlord scout is going to be late on the left side of the map. So he's kind of stuck out there for a little bit. He does start to move it now, but it's going to come in a little bit later than he would like. And the overlord on the right side next to the natural can't traverse that distance.
With the, you know, with the play that we had from all the AZUBU Zergs today, I would not be surprised to see the speed upgrade for the overlords again.
Yeah.
It's something that is more and more common in the matchup, and especially the AZUBU players are doing this over and over again. So I wouldn't be surprised at all to see Sleep throw down the speed upgrade for the overlords and try and find out what exactly is happening in the main base.
Yeah, I would almost go as far as to say I would be surprised if we don't see it.
Yeah, this is definitely true. I mean, right now we have already the third command center going down for Yoda here, and he is trying to just back things up once again, getting a little bit of a hold on the map, just trying to take down those SCVs at the Zalnaga watchtower. And Sleep seems a little bit worried. With now a double hatch before pool, he goes into extra spine crawlers to be safe.
Yeah.
That's of course the problem that you have when you go into this build. You are a little bit exposed at the beginning, but you can make up for it just with the incredible economy you get out of it.
Yeah. Just looking at the upgrade situation here, very similar. The E-Bays and the Evolution Chambers. The Evolution Chambers are a bit too late, or rather I should say the Queens to wall here, but the Wings are the ones that push him back. That was really well done by Sleep.
Really nice move. He didn't lose any Hellions here, but he at least held them at bay, and that was very well done. That was a very, very good move by Sleep.
As you can see here, the reactor being built for the starport, barracks being built on the reactor to just save some floating time. Drone transfer here to the third base, and spores being added for safety against anything you might want to face. And even in the late game, those are useful against drops. We see it all the time, a drop being picked off by a spore just from bad micro. Nice repair here. He's making sure the Hellions remain useful.
And good upgrades coming out here. I cannot underline how important it is that if you play the macro game against Terran, that you get your upgrades out at roughly the same time as the Terran player. If Terran goes into 3-3 when you only have your 2-2, you don't have the Infestation Pit yet, you don't have the Hive. Once 3-3 kicks in, you will be screwed, because Marine and Marauder, as soon as they have that medevac support on 3-3, they are so strong, and then the Terran player is just gonna play ping pong with you. Drops to the left and right. For now, the Hellions will do, though, running into the mineral line.
It's about 4 drones just there, and runs away. Just a little snipe there. Very nicely done. No overcommitment.
Double prox, no, not proxy, double macro hatch here coming up.
A double macro hatch. Look at the 3 overlords that spot the Hellions before they approach the creep. I really like that. That's one little nice touch. He could even spread creep with those to help his own creep spread.
Why a double macro hatch? Like, either he really wants to play a super Ling heavy style right now and maybe prepare a great attack, or he's really, really, really bad at ejecting his hatches.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's got a late lair here, and he's making a lot of Lings, so I can kind of see it. He may... You know, we have seen every now and then one of these 2-2 attacks with a bunch of Lings, but you need more than just Lings. You need something to support them.
But he's definitely showing that he wants to not run into a lava block. You know, it's actually not necessarily a bad thing or anything, but usually we only see 1 macro hatch coming out, and he's actually getting the 4th base, and he's getting the double macro hatch. So that means he is currently on 5 hatcheries.
Yeah. Soon to be 6.
No, 6 actually, yeah.
6 when the last one finishes, yeah. And... right now, the map control definitely going to Yoda with his Hellions. And Sleep he's lacking a lot in his creep spread, I have to say. He's not really hitting those well, like at all. He's been at the same tumors for a really long time, and it's not because of the Hellions. It's just he's not making the tumors.
Players done. 4 on the way. +2/+2 started. Banelings. Are we going to see a 2-2 timing here?
With Banelings, you know, that's the timing I was talking about, yeah. But it's so rare to see this.
But he has
the larva.
He has those macro hatches for a reason, and he's getting a lot of Zerglings here. He's getting a ton of them.
I think we're going to see it. There's nothing else really makes sense. But it depends on how many Widow Mines are out and how well the shots are, because he's making his first 2 right now. No, actually, he's already got 4, so he's making his 5th and 6th. By the time his attack hits, he should have about 10, especially with the second factory finishing up right now.
100 Zerglings on the map. 100 Zerglings.
And this is actually potentially going to be scouted. Whoa, those Widow Mines and those Zerlings both very lucky there. A huge wall on the left side of the map. The Lings going for the attack on the other hand.
Spire is on the way. Here come those Zerglings moving in. Not only here at the 3rd base, but also at the bottom right. We have a huge fight going on.
Yeah, decent Widow Mine shots here, not the best, but look at Yoda take a massive supply lead here. Lings alone are not going to cut it. Not against this much.
Building 50 Zerglings again. There are 50 additional Zerglings currently on the way. Most of the supply depots are already gone to the top left, but the Marines are moving in and he needs to retreat, trying to save his base here. Those Lings are pretty fast on the map and trying to move in. Another 60 are currently being built. Now they are on 3, getting this additional speed bonus, and he can save the hatch.
Yeah, you can save the hatch. His Spire's so late here that the medevacs are always going to escape. They're just going to pick these Lings up, or rather pick up the Marines from the Lings. The wall is being rebuilt. There was a brief moment of supply block here for Yoda, which still persists as he continues to build those depots. But 2-2 is going to be done a little bit ahead for him. He has the additional command center going up.
22 Banelings.
22 Banelings. There are right now on the map 4 Widow Mines. 2 more coming out. He's also getting the upgrade for the faster burrow time.
This is a really strong mid-game that he's playing, but this strategy has an expiration date. And
this feels a little bit Hyun style, you know, from the old days.
The +3 attack is already coming up. And, ooh, I don't know, like, Widow Mines are so dangerous against this composition.
Yeah, they're going to have a field day if they get their shots off. He's always spotting the army's location here.
2 Corruptors, I guess, only to shut down the drop play. You have the Infestation Pit already. I like that very, very much. But the army is moving in, and here are all those Widow Mines. Can you get those shots off? Medivac number 1 is moving in, getting a couple of hits of the Spore Crawler. The Queen is immediately there to help out, but the Marines are targeting down as many drones as they can, moving out of the range of the Spine Crawler. And in the middle of the map, we have another fight going on, while those Zerglings are finally aiding at the bottom left.
Yeah, it's, you know, this is a timing he has to hit. He can't spend a lot of time going back to defend these these drops. If he does that, he misses his timing. He's delayed his Hive Tech. His Infestation Pit is only just now completed, whereas the 3-3 upgrades are so far along already.
Well, actually, I don't think he's going to be too late with that Hive Tech if he starts it right away. He's going to lose a little bit of time, that's right, but he dominates the map for now, and he has that 4th base, so he's up on base. Good hits here so far, but he's moving back. Those 2 Corruptors trying to take down the Medivacs. Another one is moving in for another job, maybe hitting the 3rd base. The 3-3 on the tap for Yoda. Yeah, those Widow Mines, are they going to get their shots? And oh my god, that was a bloodbath.
The answer is yes, they do get their shots, but the attack is still on. There's one more bunker holding the way here. A pack of Banelings, not enough. And this position with the Marines is doing so much because there's no Mutas here. The Corruptors were on the other side of the map. They're too slow to come back. Great trade for Yoda, but oh no! Oh! Ouch!
Ah, that hurt. That hurt a lot. But yeah, Hive is immediately being started, so he falls behind in the upgrades, but that was to be expected to a certain extent.
With this strategy, for sure.
Yeah, so at this point, he takes down those Medivacs, and that's the important part. As long as he hits 3-3 immediately when he has his own Hive up, he can catch up in the upgrades. He still has the bank, he has the advantage, but with the 4th base coming out for Yoda, he needs to take another expansion.
Yeah. Boost there, narrowly escaping the Corruptors, but does not escape the Spore Cannon.
The Corruptors are a great choice here, and he gets a few more. I was about to say that 2 might not be the perfect, the perfect number. I feel with 4 he can always leave 2 at the left, 2 at the right, trying to intercept those drops, so just move in the middle. A couple of Corruptors are always a good choice when you're up against the Medivac heavy composition by the channel.
That was some good Widowmine shots. One thing we see here that we did not see from Boom Boom is a ton of Stag defense. He has 7 Spines and 4 Spores, and he's remade a lot of those. He lost a lot in some of the drops that he engaged against. Yeah. He's really making sure his drone count is not too high. He's at 79, which is totally fine.
I do not, with the Banelings that we had moving into the natural to take out the SCVs, I actually don't think that Yoda is going to lose too much sleep over using those 2 harvesters.
Yeah, I mean, he trades against the gas Banelings. Yeah. Those were not good Baneling hits either. Those are, he's actually going to sleep better about
comes
night.
The drop, and there's nothing to take them on. He sees them with the Overlords, but that is not going to be enough. He doesn't even send too many units in there. Those few Zerglings will most likely not be enough to stop this double drop, and the 5th base is immediately being attacked to the right side of the map.
Yep. And I'm checking, no cancel on that base.
Yeah, look at those Marines. They took out the Zerglings already, and they are going to annihilate this base. He might even lose the...
Sleep is in trouble here. He will clean up this army, but the more important issue is the drop in his main base that's going to go for the Spire here. He needs to turn his rallied units around, the Yoda that is.
It's already too late. He's going to lose the spawning pool as well. He might even lose the infestation pit.
Starting Adrenal Gland's not the solution to this problem.
Yeah. Well, like... He has 2,000 minerals, he has gas, but...
He also has only 11 larvae, Kelder.
With 6
Even
hatches.
with the 6 hatches. Massive cancels on those Banelings with the Widowmine shot.
4th base is there for Yoda. He's moving back with the Afterburners, getting away from those few Corruptors that we have on the map. But Sleep is definitely losing the momentum that he had earlier. Now he can take down maybe a few of those Medivacs. This is the time when the Corruptors actually wish they also had an Afterburner upgrade.
Yeah. Maybe when in Legacy of the Void the Hive turns into something else. The Hive becomes a Hive cluster. This one Marauder wants to be a hero, but it's not the right time. Well, he could kill a Queen. Depends on the transfuse. One more shot. Oh, 2 more. He is a hero.
150 supply against 184. I think Sleep is dead.
He just doesn't have... yeah, he's got Ultras on the way, but the Marauder count is already building. He's got 5 Marauders. One thing that is important to know is there's not a whole lot of Widow Mines on the map for Yoda, so...
You know, if you look at this right now, they are still at decent supply. You have Sleep in a position where he goes into Ultralist, so it's not like the match is over. But if Yoda shows us the same multitasking that he showed against Violet,
there's no Infestors.
I just don't see Sleep holding this. He can do a lot with the Ultralisks alone, but we have 5 bases now for the Terran player. And look at those splits. He's trading so cost efficiently in these battles, and he's always afterburning the Medivacs away. I feel that the Corruptors in this game are a lot better than they were in the match that Violet played against Yoda. But they are still not enough. It's important to take down the Medivacs, but they cannot do enough. He doesn't trade cost efficiently.
Yeah, and there is... you know, a 5th base up for Yoda right now. The Spire is being rebuilt.
He's keeping him low. He doesn't have a bank, Yoda that is, but he is keeping Sleep low, and Sleep tries to get another base up, and he's getting his Spire once again, but he's running out of minerals.
This is a tough place to engage, though.
And I don't like the place for the Medivacs.
Yeah. decent shots here.
Yeah,
Sleep is just, he's struggling to get the momentum back. He's never dying, he's never rolling over, he keeps his Ultras alive for the most part, but...
He's definitely not done yet, but we have this advantage for Yoda. Yoda is getting base after base, he's investing his minerals the entire time, he's not backing up, he's always getting in additional command centers, he's taken out the space once again, and let's just face it, the natural and the third are soon enough going to run out of minerals for Sleep, and then it's a battle of nutrition, and that is something that Yoda will not lose, because he has so many bases, and he was never really attacked. And again, those medevacs moving in.
Yeah.
Sleep, why do we have overlords at the right side if you don't react to what your opponent is doing?
Yeah, that's exactly what probably most fans are wondering right now. Yoda is maxed
here we
again.
go. Okay, this time he's sending the Zerglings over. I like this.
Yeah.
He sees it. This time he is not distracted by another attack on the map. That was
He needs
probably
more than just these lanes, though.
Yeah, that's true.
And, oh, those were great Baneling hits. That was really, really well done. It could have been a Baneling landmine trap, I do not know.
Yoda just forces mistakes and Sleep is making them. The infestation pit is being attacked, and this is just great play by Yoda. He attacks at the left, he drops to the bottom right, and he takes not only the infestation pit out, but he focuses on the hatcher will in just a few seconds. And that is Yoda doing some damage, but I don't see that happening.
Yoda just with the left and the right hook looking like a boxer right now. There's a huge Zerg army moving over here towards his expansion. It is a planetary, but it just depends on whether or not he runs his force to the right. Maybe he can get the planetary, but is it enough?
Yeah, he will get the planetary, but I don't think that it's going to be enough to take this out. He's moving back, trying to kite away from those
Widow Mines. Not the best shots here, but you know, every shot counts, especially against the Corruptors.
Those Corruptors are so great. They are so amazing in this game. It is so important to take down those medevacs. I cannot stress that enough. That is a really good choice.
Ultra's Cavern, we'll save it.
Yeah.
Those Banelings for sure.
Still a 50 supply lead for Yoda.
And that's one of those Baneling hits where you kill a Marauder with a bunch of Banelings. That's not what you want.
And now we are in this scenario that I talked about earlier. The mineral patches and the natural and the third are nearly completely gone. So if this base to the left that's already being attacked by a Marauder is taken out...
Baneling trap again. Second time here.
That was a really good hit. That's exactly what he needs. That's what he needs to come back into this game.
Yeah, he's going to need more than one of those, though.
That's true.
He's lost so many hit points on those Ultralists, and the attack, the second wave, is ready to go. Stimson only a few units trying to bait into those Widow Mines. Changelings not going to activate this. They've already been turned to Marines. And the hatchery looks like it will fall very shortly here. No split on those units, on the other hand.
So many Marines now walking over towards the third base too. He has everything under control to the left, moves back right now. But once again, the Corruptors taking down these medevacs.
Yeah, Yoda actually not having the best day with that one. But no defense on this base. One of his crucial bases. Another drop here with just one Marine at the natural. Killing some drones. The hatchery very low.
Hatch is going down, and this decreases the mineral income by so much. And we still have another base going down or coming up for Yoda, who's still mining from at least, let's say, 1.5 bases.
Yeah.
So it's not like only Sleep is running out of minerals here.
Yoda is also having a bit of a tough time. He has the better army, though, and he's consistently using it. He's going to go over here and knock this base down. The Ultras need to get into position. He's got those Corruptors coming through, but
too much DPS.
He can't save the hatchery, but maybe he can pick off some of these army units. The position here for Yoda is so good.
He might actually be able to save the hatch now. And once again, the medpack count is down to 4, and that means that every single stim hurts you so much. So Sleep is pushing this back.
Yeah, he's really closed the gap in supply quite a bit. He's remaking his lair right now. 2 Ultralists on the production tab. He's using all of his minerals. And Yoda falling down here a little bit, and he's going to lose another medevac, it looks like.
And he cannot place down the base to the left side of the map because there is a burrowed Zergling. Sends over SCVs, needs to scan. Here comes the Hive, the lair tech once again. Don't forget, the entire tech was taken out by Sleep earlier, so we can still produce Ultralisk and Zerglings, but he needs to go up into lair again if he wants to get additional upgrades later on, or an additional tech tree. Another base to the right side of the map, and Sleep made some great choices in this game. I like that he burrowed Zerglings everywhere at every potential base of his opponent. The Corruptors were a great choice, always pressuring the medevacs, and without that, I think he would have lost that game a long time ago. But this gives him the chance to work well against the bio units. He would love to have this infestation pit still for a few infestors. That would work so well right now in conjunction with the Ultralisks.
Yeah, those mules going to give an insane amount of income for Yoda to remax with. The Baneling landmine traps have done so much for Sleep in this game. Yoda's going to snipe the Ultralisk Cavern on the other hand. Gets it, and with the Infestation Pit only halfway done, he has to remake his Hive, and then he can remake the Ultralisk Cavern, which is a very expensive structure, I might add. The spawning pool will be saved, at least for now.
And
he starts another one just in case.
We have the additional bases now for Yoda.
Yeah, they're really starting to make, the mules are starting to add up here.
Yeah, and this is why he has another 60 supply advantage now all of a sudden. This is because with the mules he has such a sick income that he has no problem whatsoever. And look at his gas. He is just building so many Marines, a very mineral-heavy composition that he has. So gas is not an issue, but he has 3,000. He doesn't even get those refineries anymore because he knows he doesn't need it for now.
Another landmine trap. You know, at this point, he's probably thinking about making a Raven, but a good split here.
Yeah, this is a good split. That's a lot of Marines, and they are moving in. He has a 60 supply advantage.
He can't make any more Ultralists. If he loses, these are the last ones he's going to have, and he's losing them all.
The Corruptors are also going down, and with the Corruptors gone, he can use so many Medivacs stay down. Another Ultralisk is going down. Suddenly, only 76 supply for sleep. Yoda goes into this game. He says AZUBU and takes down 4 of them.
This is going to be the end. He has the resources to make Ultralists. He doesn't have the tech, though. He doesn't have the Ultralisk Cavern. A scan will reveal and kill all of these drones. Zerglings here going to pop out to die. There's the scan. The drones are going down here, and so will sleep. GG!
Wow, the 4-kill in the regular season with the best of 7 format. This would have been an all-kill, but he has one more opponent to face. Yoda! This kid.
He has done his job and then some.
And look at him. He actually looks bored. He's like, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, he's kind of got this rocking back and forth little walk he's doing right there.
That was... If I'm Symbol, I'm not happy going up against this guy.
Yeah, this is kind of nasty.
Yeah, where's that smile now?
It's time for Symbol. And, you know, a lot of people out there saying, well, not another Zerg, not against Yoda, but Symbol not only has to beat Yoda, but potentially some Protoss players and also some Zergs. He's the best all-around player that you want to send out who could kill 5 people, because that's what he has to do. Preventing the all-kill, that's step 1, but...
Dude, if Symbol goes for the reverse all-kill against LGM again, Hira is going to shoot himself. We had that already in 2012. Back then it was actually Kangoho who brought up the 4, and then if we had Symbol with a reverse all-kill. Think about what's going on if that happens again. Symbol's looking at this like, guys, that's cool. I know them. I already did that before, and don't worry, I got this.
Yeah. Could do it again. Very different time back then, but still.
That would be really crazy. If Symbol pulls that off again, the reverse all-killer, oh my god. That would be... if anyone can do it, it's him.
Yeah. Akalon waste-baiting the map. I feel Symbol, if it's him, is going to do a roach push on this map.
I mean, it's definitely going to be Symbol. And the former TSL Zergs, they have so many roach pushes in the arsenal. We see him drop play. That's something that Symbol has also been using or tried to use against Innovation. So, drop play with roaches, normal roach attack on 1-1 upgrades, on just 2 bases. There are so many that you can choose from. You can be very aggressive here. But Symbol is a player that can go into the macro game, no problem whatsoever. But for now, he at least wants to take down Yoda and make sure that AZUBU doesn't get all killed.
Exactly. He's got to take this one step at a time, just like we saw Avenge yesterday. You know, he didn't end up winning the last match, but he took it one step at a time, was able to force all the way down to the ace match. Can Symbol do that? We'll find out in just a second. He was able to take the win yesterday, but it was only 1 point. And of course it's him.
Yeah, no question about that. Cool. I like it. It's gonna be nice. You always know that you have a swing against Symbol when you bring AZUBU on the brink of a loss.
Yep. LGM has been waiting for this moment. They know that this is the last player they have to kill. He's the final boss. And they have strategies already prepared, already maps planned. This is the only map pick that Symbol gets, and he picks Akalon. Which means if he kills Yoda here, no Terran will be able to use Akalon against him in the late game on this map, which there's only 1 Terran left. Regardless, I like this choice for him. It really suits his style. His best position, of course, being last at 12-3 with an 80% win.
Yeah, no surprise there.
He's only lost 3 times. He's only failed his team 3 times.
I'm excited for this match.
Me too.
Because it's... I mean, either way, it's going to be a great story. Yoda might perform an all-kill here, which I personally would not have expected coming into the studio today. But Symbol is also the one player that I could see performing a reverse all-kill. He did it in the past, and that was one of the most amazing matches that we've ever casted. I actually think that was the best team match that we ever had. When TSL was up against LGIM and Symbol performed the reverse all-kill. It was just pure madness. And today, if he pulls that off again,
could be possible. Uri's still looking a little bit stressed out and nervous. He knows this is the best possible scenario for his team. Yeah. but this is not over yet.
I actually think if Symbol all kills LGM today, what Hira is going to do, if he doesn't shoot himself, he actually pulls money together and buys Symbol. If he can't beat them, buy them.
Yeah.
That's how Bayern Munich was doing it for years now.
Well, Yoda looking a little bit stressed out, but you know, at the same time, he's done what he needs to do. I'm sure his teammates in the booth with him, I can't see who it is, but like, he's not talking to himself right now. At least I hope not for his sake. He was talking to MVP. I got the update on that.
Alright. That was fast.
Yeah, two Terran buddies from the beginning for LGIM.
11-11 now.
Would be epic.
That would be quite funny.
But you know, I would not be surprised on a two-player map like this. It's a great map for it.
Mixing it up entirely could be something that works well against Symbol. I mean, Symbol has been watching 3 games that Yoda played against Zerg so far, and up to this point, Yoda didn't cheese.
You can bet your bottom dollar Symbol's going to be scouting.
We are going into maybe the last game of the day at the GSTL playoffs. Round 2, AZUBU versus LGIM. Symbol versus Yoda, brought to you by Colin Wolf.